the work of Yves Bissouma. They are putting Congo to the sword here early on. What a start for Mali. They have been fantastic from the very first moments of this game. Bissouma kisses the badge on his chest. Just take another look at this. He brought it down on his chest, and then the roll over, the fast feet, and it just opened everything up, and then he just rolled it back. And there was Bilal Touré to slot it home. Easy finish for him. Easy because of his fine movement that got him into that position, and easy because of the brilliant work from Yves Bissouma. Well, some things are worth the wait. Just look at those scenes inside this stadium. Listen to that noise. Fuma, he's the captain. He has to for Makuta. It might be 2-0 up. You can see Eric Schell right on the edge of his technical area, demanding more from his players, organising his side. Fuma, he's the captain. He has to step forwards here and sort this situation out for Congo. 9 competitive games without a win for them, as we mentioned, including friendlies. Slightly different run, 8 games without a win, but in competitive football it goes back even further. Mazzucco, he did a few touches early on. His cross, though, is comfortably dealt with. Bilal Touré shows a great shift of pace there. Wins the free kick as well, and leaves Sopodozi frustrated. It's been a frustrating opening period of this game for anybody involved with Congo. You see again here the opportunity that came just a few moments ago. Well, Bilal Touré was so close there to a second goal in quick succession. Just an instinctive prod towards goal. Just struck the foot of the post. Lovely 1-2 worked, and Traoré takes up the invitation to fly forwards. Deyek to Massaku. Just brushing the ball around with real comfort here, Mali. Bissouma. Again, we see the water splash up in that particular section of the pitch. We'll get some treatment at half-time. Traoré. Great touch for Ismail Diawara. As I mentioned, hasn't played too much for his country, and perhaps a surprise selection here this evening. Massaku. Mali can just afford to play this game any way they wish now. They can sap the legs out of this Congolese side, who've done nothing really other than hunt down the ball since we got underway, and you can't keep that up in these conditions for too long. Long ball sent forwards, happy to go direct as well, but that one made its way through to Christopher Mufombi, who's had to pick the ball out of his net a couple of times already tonight. He's also turned round and gratefully seen the ball come back off his right-hand post. Free kick to Congo. Last time that Mali conceded a goal from open play was when Tunisia's Ben Slimane scored against them in a 1-0 friendly defeat away from home back in June 2021. A stoppage time goal. Since then they haven't conceded for 12 games from open play. Came into this game, Mali, having not won in 3 matches. Exit from the 2021 AFCON when they lost to Equatorial Guinea 7-6 on penalties, following a 0-0 draw after extra time. They kept 3 clean sheets in their 4 games in the competition, but found themselves falling in the last 16. They haven't scored in 3 games either coming into this match here this evening. Samassakou penalised for that challenge in November. It's one which has kept him down as well. And it might be an opportunity for the players to just come over to this near touchline and take on board some fluids. It's a pause that Congo will welcome. It might just break up the rhythm that Mali have found in an instant here tonight. Scenes inside this stadium. There's a real burning desire to end their wait to lift the Africa Cup of Nations. Is something they haven't done. It's something that they felt they could have done just 6 months ago. Do get to the competition, they tend to fare well. Last time they qualified for the finals, as I mentioned ahead of kickoff, they were beaten in the final by Congo 3-2 in 1972. And they didn't reach the finals again until 1994. Reached the semi-finals, then they didn't qualify again for 8 years, but the next 2 times they qualified, they reached the semi-finals again. 2 third-place finishes in 2012 and 2013, but they just cannot get their hands on that trophy. The players that they now have at their disposal, there's every chance that that run could come to an end sooner rather than later. Offside flag goes up against Ibrahim Akone. On the face of Christopher Muafombe tells you everything. Midway point in this first half. Now there will be an official calling break. Just a couple of minutes after we did have a pause in play. And the players will come to the touchlines to take on board the fluids. Certainly needed. The temperature as high as it is. Let's take a look back. 2 big moments so far in this game. That firecracker of a strike after just 39 seconds by Mohamed Kamara. And then so soon after, it was to Yves Bissouma picking up possession. His feet just far too fast. And there was El Bilal Touré to slot it home. 10 minutes on the clock. Mali racing into a 2-goal lead. You can see Congo are working to readjust their plan here, as this can't go on for too much longer. Mali just do not concede goals, and already Congo are having to find 2 here tonight. There's a significant gap between these two nations in the FIFA World Rankings. Mali, 52nd place. They feel that they should be much, much higher. Missed opportunities in big games recently have cost them in regard to the ranking. Congo down in 98th position. Possession picked up by Ibrahima Kone, who just tried to play it forward, seeking the run of El Bilal Touré. Just look at that, it feels more the possession, if truth be told. 65% of the ball has been Mali's so far in this game. 5 attempts at goal. It feels as if Mali's dominance has been far greater than that. Of course, the only thing that truly matters is the statistic in the top left of the screen, the scoreline. Is Mali very comfortable with proceedings here already? Kick on halfway. Like an honest attempt by both players to win that aerial battle. I'm sure there was a great deal in that. Dropped out to the far side. Samasaku. Now Yves Bissouma is popping up everywhere. Really is liberated in this Mali side. Plays a much different game than he has to when he plays club football. And here he is once more, weaving his way into the penalty area. It's still Yves Bissouma who's going to have a go. Wanted the wonder goal. But he's not known for his goal scoring. Yves Bissouma, that is for sure. 3 goals in 25 caps coming into this game. Just dragged his effort wide there. IFCON earlier this year was his first appearance at the tournament. Lovely shift of feet by Cyprien St. Louis. Nascu just hangs it up towards the back post, and it broke there as well. Fuma couldn't bring it under control, and you can see his frustration. It was a bit of good fortune which came his way, and he wasn't able to capitalise. He is their go-to man. 15 goals in just 33 caps. Currently playing for Bursaspor out in Turkey. Spent the previous 2 seasons playing out in China. Ball sent down the line by Sukadozi. Managed to stem the tide somewhat, Congo. Poor challenge goes in just on halfway there, which is left Ibrahima Kone clutching his ankle in pain. was just the knee there which caught him. He does look in some real distress. This will be a concern for Mali. Who made the challenge. Wasn't initially listed in the starting lineups which we've received, but Ibrahim Akane will tell you that he's out there all right. Half an hour played. Dream start for Eric Schell. Mali bursting out of the blocks here this evening with 2 goals in the opening 10 minutes, the first of which came after just 39 seconds. Interesting to see, given the situation in this game and given the fact that Mali take on South Sudan in just 4 days' time, whether Imokone will play too many more minutes here this evening. Dante. Sanasaku, Traore. Sanasaku again, just gets away. Omi Basuma, Bilal Toure though, look at his pace trying to react. Chance of a third here, and it's cleared off the line brilliantly. Farrell, Jovel, Rozan denying Ibrahim Akone. Well, we wondered if he'd come back on. He so nearly got a Malian third. Coach book defending there. Sensed there was danger. His goalkeeper was in a bad position. Farrell, Rozan got back onto his goal line to keep it at 2-0. Basuma chops inside. Clips it to Kone, and he just can't quite bring it down, and he's not moving too freely here, and I think that's going to be the end of his evening. But what a disappointing minute that is for him. He so nearly made it 3-0. He was denied on the line. Now he's limping to the sidelines. Will be replaced, it seems. Ball threaded through, and really robust, resolute defending by Mamadou Fofana. To replace Kone, but his replacement isn't quite ready to come on yet, so the game goes on. Congo just told to wait here. You think you could see the instruction from Eric Schell. He doesn't want his team down to 10 men. The substitution's not going to be made. You make sure you're down on the pitch, down on the floor, the next time that ball goes out of play, so that the game doesn't resume and we can get a change made. Clever coaching. Is this now perhaps going to change the way in which Mali operate? He's walking very heavily off it. Ibrahim Akone is getting a rich round of applause. On the basis of that, unlikely you would think that he would feature against South Sudan. Just 4 days' time. Congo looking to open the door here. It's turned away at the front post. Khalifa Koulibaly set to come on here. Get Mali back up to their full complement. Koulibaly, 28 caps for his country, yet to score. Didn't made during that painful World Cup qualification playoff defeat to Tunisia. Corner to Congo. A little over 10 minutes left of this first half. It's a good ball in as well, and Ismail Diawara was tempted off his line and he was never going to get there. Defensive work, and now Basuma can break, and he carries the ball so well. You can see Makuta desperately chasing him back. Only with 5 forwards in this attack, it's a strong challenge, but a good challenge by Vale Rozan. Massacre really has taken charge of that central midfield area in this game so far. Cross comes in, but it'll eat everybody. It's out for a goal kick. Pushed forwards, but it was well read by the captain, Amari Traore, but his touch wasn't great, and a touch fortunate there. Laid off by Basuma. Camera, who got the party started so early here tonight. Misplaced too many passes so far, but that was one of those from Boubacar Koyate. Here's Mazuku. Spent the last 3 seasons for CSKA Sofia in Bulgaria. By Fuma. Just tried to clip the cross in, it took a deflection. The Congo corner. Corner which is taken quickly with Mali not set defensively. Goal towards goal, tame and tepid effort. Easy catching practice for Diawara. Part of the Mali squad at the 2015 Under-20 FIFA World Cup. Koyate. Fofana. It's all too easy for Mali to move this ball around. Koulibaly looking to apply pressure here. He made life difficult for himself. Strike comes in, it's 3! Blistering finish. And it is an evening which is getting better and better and better for Mali. Congo have got no answer to them. Bilal Touré kisses the turf. This is a patch that they've missed so much, deprived of the ability to play in their own country for so long, but they've returned tonight, and it's turning into a night that anybody here will never forget. Possession surrendered so cheaply, and my word, was he made to pay. Poor piece of play, it really was, by Ryan Maxime Destin Bidunga. And now Bilal Touré. He's his second of the evening, crashed it beyond Christopher Mafumbe. Could have had 3, he's hit the post as well. At they are cruising to victory on opening night in qualification in Group F. They could not have dreamt that it would go this well. Every goal goes in. The noise somehow notches up another level. To get the forks onto that part of the pitch at half-time. Well, the party has well and truly started. Switch of play to find Maziko. Had a painful few weeks. Not only did his side miss out on the Bulgarian league title to Ludogorets, which they did by some margin, but they also lost the Bulgarian league title as well. Bit of a miscontrol inside the penalty area by Guillaume Benza, who has had little opportunity to get himself involved in this game. Brilliant header down by Bilal Toure. Koulibaly just on the stretch there. Well, it looked as if he played the ball. Referee Abdelaziz Boua saw it differently. Get another look here. Well, it was perhaps the follow-through, but it's so hard to control. Great challenge was that. Not in the eyes of the referee. Kouyaté pleading his case. He thought he played the ball, but again, perhaps it was just the aftermath of the challenge. Let's take another look. Yes, the referee did get that one right, but they're so keen to fight for every ball, aren't they, Mali? That's been clear since the moment this game got underway. Dylan St. Louis stands over this free kick. Is there any way that Congo can claw their way back into this contest? It looks nigh impossible for them, given Mali's defensive record. They'd have to score more goals against Mali just to draw this game. And Mali have conceded in their last 12 matches. And with deliveries like that, you can forget any ideas of a comeback. Look at the way Congo get harassed every time they get in possession, but they've played their way through the press here, and there's an opportunity, and a fantastic slide challenge comes in as Benza looked to get his strike away. There's been a relentless evening here in Bamako, and it could get worse for Congo. Bissouma clips it in, it's 4! The first international goal for Koulibaly, and they are going to dance all night here. A quite incredible first half performance. They have put Congo to the sword. It has been an absolute riot. Brilliantly clipped in by Bissouma. He made it look so easy. Perfect weight on the cross. And then the flying header from Koulibaly. And Mali lead by 4-0. It has been a quite stunning first half performance. Just look at these scenes. 3 minutes to be added on to a first half that nearly everybody inside this stadium never wants to end. Imagine waiting so long to be able to see your team play in your own country, and they turn on a first half like this. Congo cannot wait to get back down the tunnel at half-time. It has been a wretched first half for them, a horror show. There's been so little that they can do because Mali have been exceptional in so many ways. Free kick here though. The yellow card was brandished as well. Koyate having his name taken. Over this free kick. Two in the wall. Big gap to aim at as well, and that just sums up everything about Congo in this first half. In many respects, they just haven't been able to live with the brilliance of this Malian side. They haven't had too many opportunities to show what they can do in the final third, but I have no idea Fuma was attempting to do there. Is there a chance of a fifth before half-time? Bissouma tried to trick his way through. Traoré. Crowd could not be enjoying themselves anymore here. It has been an exceptional performance. Remarkable performance. There is the half-time whistle. Listen to the noise. Bilal Touré was kissing the ground, as was Mohamed Kamara, who put Mali ahead after just 39 seconds here. Bilal Touré then scored twice. He was also denied by the post in between. And then a quite ridiculous first half for Mali. Is this as good as they have ever played? It was wrapped up with just a minute left on the clock of the first half. Khalifa Koulibaly, who began the game on the bench, he took the place of Ibrahim Akone, who had to depart injured. He headed home. It has been an absolute riot here for Mali. Here are the match statistics from the first half. Mali, virtually 60% possession. It has felt like much more. Total attempts at goal, 9-1 in Mali's favour. 5 on target, none for Congo. 5 on target, 4 have been goals for Mali. Passing accuracy high at 87.5%. It has been a quite brilliant first half in Eric Schell's very first match in charge of Mali. So let's see the big moments from the first half, and this is going to be seen.
And we all.
could be any it to be if that first half is anything to go by. Night of celebration here as Mali return to playing in front of their own fans. They could not have dreamt that it would have gone this well. Congo, supposed to be the biggest threat to Mali in this group, they have looked anything but, and that has been more to do with the sheer brilliance of the way that Eric Schell have gone about dispatching their opponents in this game so far this evening. Incredible scenes in the stands as well. It was 45 minutes of song and dance. The half-time whistle gave some respite to the supporters who, let's not forget, packed into this ground. The temperature was 37 degrees at kickoff. Cooling break was needed for the players. It didn't last long enough as far as Congo were concerned. That would have been a hard 15 minutes in the changing room. It looks as if perhaps Basuma is going to be a little bit deeper in this second half. He assisted 2 of the Mali goals. Bilal Touré's first with a lovely cutback after some fabulous footwork, and then he clipped in a perfect cross for Khalifa Koulibaly to nod home. Energy sapping conditions, no doubt about that. Mali know that the job is done. Their defensive record is almost worthy of the tag ridiculous. 12 games and 10 clean sheets in them. The only time that defence has been prized open was a penalty at the Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon 5 months ago, when they conceded a last-minute penalty which meant that they drew their game against Gambia. The other goal they conceded, though, was so costly in that World Cup playoff, but it wasn't even a goal that was scored by the opposition, an own goal knocking them out, and they just couldn't find a way to prize Tunisia open over both legs. But indications that it might just be a bit different under Eric Schell. Mali should be a heavyweight right now in African football. That defeat in the last 16. Total Energies 2021 Africa Cup of Nations was so painful. It was followed very quickly with the end of their dream of heading to Qatar for the FIFA 2022 World Cup. They've got the bit between their teeth. They've got a fire burning in their stomachs. And unfortunately, Congo were in their way this evening. Samasaku, who pretty much ran things in that first half, just landing a touch awkwardly there and taking his time to get to his feet. The Hoffenheim player who played in the semi-finals of the UEFA Europa League during his time at Red Bull Salzburg. A brilliant run by them to make it through to the Final Four. Several players in this Malian squad that have had that route through the Red Bull system. Samasaku looks like he's brushed off that knock that he picked up. I wouldn't be too surprised if this second half was played at somewhat of a leisurely pace, as Mohamed Dadou Ghana got himself in all kinds of trouble there and almost cost his side a goal. Schell won't want any lapses like that in this second half. Take another look at this here. All got caught between the keeper's feet. Well, not caught between his feet. He took a bad touch, but Dadou Fofana, a couple of poor touches before he played that ball back, and Mali will just have to snap out of that. I don't really suggest that Congo are going to find a way back into this game, but Mali certainly don't want to give them a way back. Dante forced to turn back to his own goal, but he was brought down by the Congolese captain. Tiebi Bifuma, whose free kick in the final minutes of that first half really did sum up Congo's evening. They came here tonight believing they had a chance to lay down a marker in this group and come away with something. They take on Gambia on match day 2 on Tuesday. Gambia set to be second in the group going into that game, courtesy of their 1-0 win over South Sudan earlier on today. Jero scoring 3 minutes into first half stoppage time to win them all 3 points. But if what we've seen so far this evening is anything to go by, nobody is going to relish coming here to take on Mali. Fofana. See Eric Schell right on the edge of his technical area. He couldn't have gone to bed last night dreaming of being 4-0 up at half-time, surely, given how much Mali have struggled to score goals. Came into this game having failed to score in their last 3. Failure in front of goal costing them their AFCON hopes and a place at the World Cup. But a strike from Hamid Kamara so early in this game lit the blue touch paper. An atmosphere which needed no encouragement whatsoever. Here he is in possession deep inside Malian territory, and he's just bundled to the ground. Sukadozi, the player, bringing him down. Launch long seeking Khalifa Koulibaly. Didn't take long to make his impact off the bench. Is their time coming, Mali? You don't want to get too far ahead in this kind of form. I wonder how many sides really could live with them. It's a remarkably strong first 11, and they've got some talent on the bench as well, no doubt about that. Come up against better sides than Congo. Realistically seen as a level team on this continent. A team that have had their struggles in recent times. As I mentioned, no win in 8 games, but a couple of games against Senegal in that run. Games against Togo as well, who aren't too bad a nation. Caught a glimpse of Kanute, Malian international, at half-time, and I'm sure he would have been mightily impressed with some of the finishing that he saw in that first 45 minutes. Touches by Makuta. Has the ball back at his feet. Head up, assessing what's in front of him. Makombu, half-time substitute. Dylan St. Louis, he lays it off to find Sukadozi with Makuta, who's forced to play it back to halfway. Difficult conditions to play in this heat, and an intimidating atmosphere as well. But Congo have a free kick here. Mexico, who has shown some promise down that left-hand side, the player who went off. The change is coming now for Mali. 9 minutes. minutes into the second half, Moussa Djinepo, who's enjoyed a tough season for Southampton in the English Premier League. 12 games without scoring, a campaign in which he struggled to feature for Ralph Hasenhüttl's side. And he's going to get the chance to make an impression here, and Nene Dorgeles going to come on as well. Mohamed Kamara, he'll never forget the moment tonight when he crashed Mali into a 39-second lead. And it is some reception that he is receiving from all those packed in here tonight. He's just being encouraged to make his way off a touch quicker, but he's making the point to the referee that he's carrying an injury. Look at that strike. Thunderous finish as it crashed beyond Christopher Mufambe, who could do nothing about it. Liu Dieng made his way as well. So Nene Dorgeles, a player of real promise, just 19 years of age. His debut as a half-time substitute in that World Cup playoff defeat in the first leg against Tunisia, who's associated with Red Bull Salzburg. In it comes, and it's headed over the top. Well, that was an opportunity to put a goal back for Congo. The delivery acknowledged, but the header off the mark. Jordan Masengo. Assistant over on the far side, raising his flag. Dorgeles keen to make an impression. I said the tempo might drop, but those that come on, I don't know how difficult it's going to be to break into this starting 11, given the quality first half showing. So perhaps the tempo won't drop too much. They'll look to keep the energy levels high. Conditions a touch kinder now, of course, than they were at kickoff as the temperature continues to drop. All the eyes all over the continent. The quality of this Malian performance, surely address their forward issues as they have done this evening, will be one of the favourites in the Total Energies 2023 AFCON. We have to assume they qualify given what has transpired so far here this evening. Gambia and South Sudan, the other two teams in this group. You wouldn't think that they would present too much of a challenge to Mali. The top two going through from each group. 12 groups in total. 24 teams will make it through to the finals, which will be played in June and July of next year. Competition switching to the summer. Avoids that complicated clash with the European club calendar, which is always a complaint of the leading clubs. They lose some of their star men. Competition running in January and February. Lovely fast feet by Nene Dorgeles over on the far side, and the crowd really enjoyed that. As we soon effectively playing a bit deeper now in the second half. In the world that's not familiar to him at club level. Just look at the roar that goes up winning a corner. It's incredible to hear. It's incredible to watch. Towards the front post, plenty of power on the header from a man seeking his hat-trick in El Bilal Toure. bright young talent, isn't he? Doubled his tally at international level in that first half. He has 4 goals in just 3 caps, wearing the colours of his country. In Côte d'Ivoire, represents Mali and relished the opportunity to return to his homeland this time next year. Certainly not carrying the thrust that we saw earlier in this game, Mali. Played here. Second half has been a touch kinder to Congo. Footwork from Mukombu. Appearances at AFCON for Congo. Of course, they reached the summit in 1972. Beat Mali 3-2 in November. They scored 3 goals in 6 second half minutes to go from 1-0 down to 3-1 up. Pull a goal back, but triumphant went to Congo. Finish in the tournament that followed as well in Egypt in 1974, but their appearances at the championships few and far between. It's just a wall of noise and dance in this stadium. Benza has had hardly any influence on this game at all. A chance here though for Congo, but just look at the hunger to work back there by Yves Bissouma, and you can see why so many top teams want to sign him. It's a difference at both ends of the field. He's a brilliant shield for the defence when he plays in this role. He's liberated and allowed to pursue his forward instincts. He's such a threat, and he showed the coolness and calmness to tee up 2 goals tonight. Sengo. Cross comes in, and it's sent away off the thigh of the captain, Amare Traore. Substitutes warming up, hoping to get out there and sample this atmosphere. A couple of minutes for Congo. See a yellow card here, indeed we will. Hasn't been too difficult a contest to officiate. It was an easy decision for the referee to make. Bilal Touré just taken down there. Player who has his name taken. He's a player who's also very new to this stage, just the 3rd international cap for him. Here this evening, he only made his debut back in March in a 3-1 friendly defeat against Zambia. Also in the side that lost 4 days later to Sierra Leone. This is club football in Bulgaria for Lokomotiv Plovdiv, in which he was born. Forwards by Varel Rosa. He's played out 2 Cup of Nations for Congo in 2018 and 2020. Plays his football across the border. Democratic Republic of Congo. Congolese change. St. Louis being replaced by Prestige Mabungu. Another who was part of that squad at the 2018 AFCON tournament. The squad that reached the quarter-finals but lost to their neighbours over the border. Democratic Republic of Congo. It was a thrilling quarter-final. Beaten by 4 goals to 2. It's a player who plays out in Serbia for FK Metalak. Reminder of the scoreline in that dominant first half for Mali. Congo made to suffer from kick-off until the half-time whistle. They really were. He's got through plenty of steps in that technical area, Eric Schell. His job now may be to calm down the hype that will surely follow this performance. They'll try and keep this side on a level footing. Challenged by Amadou Dante. Charged out. They are giving nothing away cheaply here. Now Mali, and then comes the cross. Good header away, well positioned. As this team so often are. They are a tough unit to break down. They had a couple of nervy moments at the start of this half, a couple of lapse pieces of play, but they've quickly got that out of their system. Borgeles. His work applauded by Hamara Traore, the captain of this side, encouraging one of their young bright stars. Bissouma neatly threaded forwards. Now a chance for Samasaku to make some progress, but in the end he plays it to Bissouma. Mali are back inside their own half. Break just beyond the midway point in the second half here. There's been too many threats that Mali will add to the scoreline. Oh, a job of containment of Congo. If you are late in joining us, the temperatures here in the 30s. It was 37 degrees at kickoff. If you didn't see the first half, or you missed something special. Mali came flying out of the traps. Mohamed Kamara with a wonderful strike, an unsavable strike, Just 39 seconds into the game. They were 2-0 up after 10 minutes. El Bilal Toure slotting home after fantastic work by Yves Bissouma. He got his second 6 minutes before half-time. In between, he'd struck the post as well. First half was rounded off. Flying header from Khalifa Koulibaly. More fine work from Yves Bissouma. 2 assists for him this evening. Top of Group F, just over 20 minutes time. They have some history with 4-0 scorelines, but it's a 4-0 scoreline in which they were behind. The 2010 AFCON, one of the most memorable games in the tournament's history. 4-0 down to Angola, 11 minutes to play, and they managed to draw 4-4. I don't think we're going to see a comeback like that from Congo here tonight. Rough challenge over on the far side by Amari Traore. Still to have an attempt on target tonight, the visitors. Chopped away at that deficit in possession, but it is Mali who are still having more of the ball. 5 attempts on target, 4 of them beating Christopher Mufumbi. Not that he had any chance with any of the 4 goals. Stands over this free kick. Clips it in, but it's headed away well. Launched long by Amadou Dante. And the chase is on here. Bounce is awkward, but it's one which is dealt with by Mufumbi. Who plays his club football for Mostar in Malta. Didn't see too much game time in the season that's just passed as well. Only 6 appearances in the Maltese Premier League for him, and he conceded 14 goals. Who spent part of his career playing in England for Blackpool and Morecambe in the lower divisions of the professional setup there. Dorgeles keen to impress, and his cross was a delightful ball as well. No one able to apply the finishing touch, but the threat very much remains here. Zinasaka hurt himself there. I think fatigue could just be playing a part as well. He's covered so much ground. He's done so much footwork in that midfield this evening. There's perhaps just a few tired challenges being made as well. Sapping conditions for the players. I wonder how much it may affect them with another game in just 4 days' time. 2 match rounds this June. 2 more will follow in September, with the final 2 being played in March. That is only 3 months before the competition gets underway in June of next year. Dante. Bissouma dances away from one challenge, unable to make it past the second, but just look at that. He wins it back. Crowd love that. Slow to get to his feet, and it's to wonder why. Dante. In, and it's pushed around the post. And they find a 5th goal that will put the seal on this evening. Himself into a dangerous position. Nene Dorgeles popping up all over the pitch since his introduction. Would have really had had to have been something special to catch Mafumbi out there at his near post. Players are enjoying themselves here. Great interaction. The masses that have packed into this stadium here tonight. 2 assists already for Bissouma. Will he have a third? A touch too high there for Boubacar Kouyate. Mali have a good record in recent meetings against Congo. They've won 4 of the last 5. That will soon be 5 of the last 6. Congo's last win in a World Cup qualifier at home back in September 2008. Wilfred Nzanga scoring the only goal for Ivica Todorov's side against Stephen Keshi's Mali. Into the final 15 minutes here. Long searching ball, which finds Prince Ibarra. It's been a good tempo to this game in the second half. That part of the pitch is still proving very different to the rest of it. Now Mali hunting their 5th. Khalifa Koulibaly looks to clip in the cross. Oh, Bilal Touré, can he keep it alive? He can't. He's so desperately seeking his first international hat-trick. Didn't get that quite right, did he? Koulibaly, as Mafumbi was stranded in no man's land, really. Bit of a hash of an attempted clearance by Varel Rozan as well. Koulibaly knew if he wanted to try and chip the keeper there or tee up Bilal Touré to take home the match ball. I think we know who will take a penalty should Mali get one in the final 14 minutes. Neatly worked. Prince Ibarra gives away the free kick. And it's going to be some night here. Feeling the celebrations will go on and on. Mali's return to playing in front of their fans means so much to the players, as you can see. It means so much to those who are here. It means so much to the people across the country. They have real belief in this set of players. Golden times are ahead of them. Gineppo, twisting, turning, teasing and toying. Can he find a way to goal here? Have to settle for a corner. Fantastic individual skill. Committing players, evading players. Again, hands raised above the head to encourage the crowd to continue this noise, which is pouring down from all 4 sides of this stadium. Bissouma once again over the corner. Dangerous ball in, and it's flicked away. Good save, really good save by Mafumbi. Prevents it from going to 5-0. Thought he'd got his second of the night there. Khalifa Koulibaly. Just explaining to the referee that means Bissouma taking this corner. I think the referee perhaps needs to take into consideration just how draining these conditions have been for the players. Hasn't done much wrong tonight, Yves Bissouma, but that certainly not his best ball into the box of the night. double Congolese change here. Benza really put his fingerprints on this contest, has he? He's going to be replaced. Bevic Shalat Musatioko. Another change, which you would have seen imminent as well. Sengo being replaced by Mikabe Osete. He's one of the players in the Congolese squad who plays domestically. Really taking the opportunity to make a change as well. And Bilal Toure is not going to take home the match ball tonight, but he'll remember the 2 goals that he scored here very fondly indeed. His place, Sengu Koita. And a change as well, which is dipping down to their bench. The outcome of this game surely settle. Yves Bissouma will get 10 minutes rest. Amadou Haidara comes on in his position. Great night for Yves Bissouma. 2 assists. Incredible first half, and on comes Haidara, another one who's worked his way through the Red Bull model. For FC Leifering in Austria, Salzburg's feeder club, made the move as the most talented ones do, up to Red Bull Salzburg. He's just completed his 3rd season at the club. This is his first appearance though, since going off injured in the 2nd leg of that draw in Tunisia, which cost Mali a place at the World Cup. Missed out on Leipzig's run to the semi-finals of the UEFA Europa League, where they were surprisingly beaten by Rangers. Disgraced the Champions League semi-finals as well, his time at Red Bull Leipzig. Just gives you an indication of the depth of talent that Eric Schell has at his disposal. There aren't too many African nations right now that can compete with that. It was a dreadful back pass, and surely Diarra went down and put his hands on the ball there. No real complaints though from the Congolese players. Discussions just taking place on the touchline as well. You can see the 4th official, Vittorio Biabel, just talking to members of the Congo bench. Pass on the evening from the substitute Amadou Haidara. Sumasaku. Dorgeles just to take a touch to bring it down, but it was just heavy enough for Vara Rosa to intervene. seeking their fifth. Pass backwards, but dealt with well by Fofana. Sets Mali on their way. Traoré, all of a sudden, he just upped the tempo, slipped up to a higher gear. Advantage play. And Dogeles hanging at the back post. Cross is clipped in, it'll come his way. Retrieved by Amadou Dante. Dogeles moving a menace once more. Everything he can to stop Prestige Mabungu having an easy way out. Less than 5 minutes. What has been a very difficult evening for Congo. To get through. All the damage done before half-time when Mali took the game away from Congo. Haidara. Traoré. So Genepo. 1-2. Quite fantastically worked. Strike comes in, then Nene Dogeles is so desperate to get his goal. Just spins wide. Not Christopher Mufumbe's left-hand post. The interaction that was on the edge of the area between Genepo and Seiko Koita. And it was another one of the substitutes, Nene Dogeles, who so nearly made it 5. And down for Congo, just on the edge of their penalty area. Comes around the stricken player. Just taking the opportunity to again take fluids on board. How crucial perhaps it was that Mali made the start that they did here this evening and established a lead in this game. Not an evening, not an atmosphere and not conditions in which you would want to be chasing a game. Chasing Mali throughout that first half. Who was caught by his own man there. 2 players flying in to block the strike on the edge of the area. Being helped off by the man who caught him, Ryan Bidunga. Seconds so of the 90 to play, but there'll be a bit of time added on now. Long ball pushed forwards. Can Congo get a goal for their evening's efforts? Prince Ibarra with 2 for company. waiting for support to arrive. Strike is going to come in first time. It just wouldn't quite dip quick enough. There haven't been two threats upon the Malian goal this evening, but Peter wasn't too far away there. Of course, real problems for Ismail Diawara. Had it dropped a little bit quicker, very much looks as if Mali going to make it 11 clean sheets in 13 games and not a single goal conceded in that time from open play. If you discount the own goal, it cost them so deeply in that World Cup playoff. It's Tunisia back in March. The last time they were opened up in open play, Tunisia's Ben Slimani, all the way back in June 2021. Minimum of 3 minutes to be added on at the end of this game. Still the challenges being made by the Malians. Still Congo going in search of just something to show for their efforts in this second half. It has been a very different feel to this game since the teams re-emerged from the tunnel after half-time. Writing by then already clearly marked all over the wall. Just lofted into the area. The shot on the turn. High prestige Mbongu. It's not the one that he envisaged as he saw the ball coming his way. Still Eric Schell ordering his players, wanting to see the intensity continue. Again, it's Congo who are on the front foot. The cross comes in. It's a disappointing delivery. Ball touched there by Moussa Djenepo. They'll be exhausted at the end of this night, the Malian players, but probably have a spring in their step when they wake up tomorrow. Perfect night for them. Scoring still may not be done yet. Nene Dorgeles could have been switched to Sekou Koita, who was desperate for the ball to be worked his way. Launched long by Diawara. The party has been going on all night long here. We will spill out onto the streets for the hours ahead. Just a few moments' time. I'm going to remember this night so fondly. The night on which Mali returned to play in front of their home supporters. It's been a night which has been something of a dream for Mali, who have swept aside Congo here this evening in their opening game in qualification for the Total Energies 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Côte d'Ivoire. If this is anything to go by, then Eric Schell's side are going to take some stopping come next summer. A dream first game in charge for him. A game in which they took the lead with their first effort on goal after just 39 seconds. Mohamed Kamara with a wonderful strike that flew beyond Christopher Goals in that first half as well. And the fourth came from the substitute, Khalifa Koulibaly. The statistics tell the dominance. Far more of the ball for Mali, 15 attempts to 4. And just look at that once more. A night on which Congo failed to have a shot on target. That Malian defence is impregnable. 11 clean sheets now in 13 games for them. An opposition player hasn't scored against them in open play since June of last year. It has been a magical night here. Everything that Malians could have wished for and more for Congo. It was a long, long battle out there. Spirited showing from them in the second half as they kept it at 4-0. And they now have to clear their minds and re-energize their legs for that home game, that big game against Gambia that comes on Tuesday. A Gambian side to whom they now trail to in the group standings following their victory over South Sudan today. Let's take a look again at the way in which Mali blew Congo away here this evening. The opening goal coming after 39 seconds. What a strike from Mohamed Kamara. And just look at the scenes in the stands. No chance at all for Christopher Mufombe in goal. 9 minutes later, and they made it to Yves Bissouma. Lightning quick footwork. And it was El Toure with his run to the front post with the task of just slotting home his third international goal. Eric Schell, a thumbs up from him. Quite magical night, a brilliant night, a stunning performance in his first game in charge. Some dithering at the back to make it 3. Crashed home by El Toure. That goal seeing him double his tally at international level. Now on 4 goals, 2 of which have come tonight. And then Bissouma with his second assist of the evening, clipping it in for the substitute Khalifa Koulibaly, who hadn't been on the field for long. He came on to replace Ibrahim Akone. All smiles for the players. 3 points picked up. They still had to work their way through a second half, despite the fact they knew that the job was done. A couple of lapse moments defensively early on in the half. Nothing too costly. Really should have been a goal back for Congo. And then El Toure desperately hunting down his hat-trick goal. Power on that header, just didn't quite have the direction. An impressive cameo off the bench from Nene Dorgeles, the bright young talent that Mali had produced. He went close to making it 5. This another opportunity for them to put the seal on the evening, but it was a quite fabulous night here. Also, Jeanepo came so close to a of magic himself, but that was something we saw all night long. The balls being thrown in the direction of the crowd. Ishmael Diawara having to get down quickly there to prevent Congo from pulling one back. And Dorgeles went close once more. He just wasn't meant to score this evening. And the final meaningful effort of the evening flashed over the top. Mali convincing winners as they ran riot in that first half. It's a performance which sees them top the group, and it will take something extraordinary, you would think, given the opponents that they face and the quality that they possess, for them to fall from that position. Now they may just lead the group from first till last. Confirmation of Gambia's 1-0 win earlier on today against South Sudan. Elwi Jallo scoring 3 minutes into stoppage time. A wonderful night for Mali as they beat